Yeah, just for your information, again, this is from the PR. There's a march from here to U of A tomorrow.
What time is that? 3:30?
At 3:30. Great. Okay. There's a proposition to bring donation jar on marches. Great. So, anybody would like to get on the stack? And voice their opinion?
I may be being pessimistic, but I think bringing a jar of money with us on a march might be a bad idea because A, it could get lost. B, I mean, we have the WePay set up for that, and we have lots of other venues through which we're getting donations, and I don't know if getting donations as we're walking down the street, I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea.
I just want to say that we do have police escort, and I guess I suppose if we do that, then we have a peacekeeper or something that hold it. You know, something that we all trust.
Okay, direct response, point of it.
Pay as long as we took an empty one, like a separate, small, maybe a couple people carry small donation ones instead of one big jars and small ones.
Okay. Again, I think that's like a friendly amendment. We have. Is that a point of clarification? Question. Okay.
Possibly to avoid the idea of constantly looking for money, not money. That way, I would recommend having it here.
But not ask. Okay. Okay.
I'd just like to say that maybe bringing a donation jar along might send the wrong message saying we want money for this, when really we just want everyone's voice. So I think maybe instead of a donation jar, we might want to have, like, I don't know, something else. I haven't thought it all the way out. Something like comment box where you can put in a piece of paper that say what you want. I think that might be better than asking for money. And we could definitely have a sign that says where to donate money. I just don't want to feel like people need to give us money for what we're doing.
Ooh. Volunteer box. Ooh. Okay, so we have like a volunteer box. What exactly would that entail? Like a box would somebody have paper and pen?
It could just be a board. It could be a whiteboard or something like that. If people are not necessarily on their way down here right now, they can give their name, phone number, or email address or something like that, and maybe just call it like a pledge, a volunteer pledge board or something like that.
And we could designate somebody to kind of be like the outreach. You know, part maybe the PR would like to head that up. Their plethora of things that they do. So, I just want to reiterate the proposition that was at hand. We've had a lot of awesome ideas, which I love, but the proposition was to bring donation jar with us on marches. So, what the process? Okay.
I really don't like this idea at all. So I really think as we're fighting corporations and stuff, we want money to be brought, that's great, but we don't want to force anyone to feel they have to bring donations, and I feel the jar might be a little too strong a statement for that.
We are one facilitator down, and I am now the only. But she is agreeing with him. Quick round of applause.
If you guys don't mind.
I want to step out of being a facilitator and be part of the staff. Did you have something to say first, though, sir?
Point of clarification that I would have is what I was thinking is that we could turn around and take garbage bags and actually try to pick up some of the stuff off the sidewalks as we do marches.
I think that might be a little different than a donation jar, and why don't we think about that as a different different proposition? Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah. Awesome.
So I want to be part of I want to step out as facilitator and just give my opinion on that. On the donation thing, people come up to us and want to give us cash while we're doing the marches. And there are people who don't feel comfortable giving money over the internet because they would like to remain anonymous. And to just give money to somebody and have it put in their pocket, that's not a real good way to keep track of money. I don't think a donation jar needs to be intrusive, but if people are trying to hand us money, just to have a jar with a slit in the top that says donations and thank you, not put it in people's faces. Personally, I don't think that's really, that's a bad thing at all, and I really support this. So I'll step back in the facilitator role now.
Direct response?
Okay, I just like, as long as the donations are asked for, then we'll give them the box. I wouldn't like the box to be visible beforehand.
Okay. So, the proposition, yeah, that's a friendly amendment. So, I think we've kind of gotten like the friendly amendment and all that kind of stuff. So, what I have in my head, and you know, let me know if I'm wrong, is to have a donation jar with us on marches, not have it visible, and not ask for money, but if somebody would like to donate money, we have it there, just in case. Okay. We have a direct response. Friendly amendment.
What is the fanny pack? Just give a couple peacekeepers or whatever, whoever, a fanny pack. Because that way it's not even a jar. It's just, if somebody has money, there's a separate container that it goes into that's not even a jar.
People in orange vests. Okay. So the people in orange vests to have a fanny pack, which I'm assuming would have to be donated or something along those lines. Fanny pack.
Have like one person or multiple people? Multiple. I don't know if I said I don't know.
We have a
One person or multiple people is the question.
What's that? We have a designated.
Yeah. I think we're only going to have one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just one.
Yeah, all right.
What we've done in the past over with, you know, in our working groups, a lot of us, like medical, have donations, and we have one jar, and then we always have two people count. So there's two people that see the money and count the money.
Or whatever
Okay, so we have one proposition now. We have one receptacle, I'm going to call it. One receptacle of some kind that is inconspicuous and will be used to collect money, not visible, but only if somebody is offering it to us. Okay. Are there any other friendly amendments? Do we have any blocks? Are there, yeah. Anyone opposed? Anything like that? Do we have consensus? Yeah. Yay, it's passed! Woo! Party! Yes, so now we have another proposition. Since I think we're speeding through these, let's just keep them coming, man. Another proposition is to have people have some kind of trash receptacle, some kind of, whether it's the brooms or, you know, what have you, with us so that we can clean the streets and give community service while we are marching. So we're doing some kind of public good while we are marching. So I'm going to open up a stack for pros and cons. If we don't, yeah. I love it. Yeah! Okay, do we have any friendly amendments to that? Opposing viewpoints. Does anybody think picking up trash is a bad idea?
Friendly amendment.
Question, and then...
Will we bring the trash back with us, or
or, like, where will we be disposing of the trash?
Yeah.
No, I know we'll put it in a bag, I'm just saying.
No, I mean, we could... Yeah, I think we have a direct response
I just don't
to your
want to
question.
make mad putting it in a...
No, I mean, that's a great question. No, that's a great question. I think we have a direct response.
What I would do is I would actually disperse the garbage myself. I know a couple dumpsters that I could actually take it to, and I can dump it to the dumpster.
Yeah, cool, okay.
Fantastic. Seems like we've covered that. We have a friendly amendment.
Oh, okay. So my friendly amendment is actually to more of a clarification in this proposal, which is not just pick up trash and then dispose it, is to take the brooms with us, take garbage bags with us, and use both of those, just as a clarification, as a friendly amendment to this proposal.
Great. Proposal is to bring trash bags and broom things with us while we go on marches. Okay. Do you have any opposing viewpoints? Anybody think that this is a bad idea? Okay. Any blocks? Anybody morally opposed to this? Yeah, you will leave the movement if we do community service. Yeah. Do we have consensus? Yes! Okay.
I vote for cheese. Like, can I vote
Right?
John exit to Army Park?
I'm morally opposed. I block that. Morally oppose that. I will leave it. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, go for it.
About the trash and stuff pickup, we might need to get gloves and stuff though, so that we don't get,
We have gloves. We have, I forgot, we have another proposal that we can work through right now, which is to have a, was it a volunteer sign up while we are marching? Yeah. So while we're marching, we'll have some kind of way, which I'm assuming we'll talk about, to have people give us their information if they would like to volunteer as part of this movement. Yeah, but yeah, they can't like join the march right then and there. You know, those people. I'm gonna open up the stack. Go.
Okay, I guess this is more a friendly amendment, but also part of the discussion. I think having a conversation while marching with people is great. I just don't think taking out their name and numbers is necessary to tell them to come down here and then talk to one of us and do that instead of asking them, oh, so you'll show up at this time and there's your number and okay, I'll see you again for sure after this march. No, I think they should come down here.
I did that today. This guy.
I guess mine is also a friendly amendment. If we do decide to take a box, maybe it could be a comment/pledge box, because I don't think people are really going to want to put down like their name and number, but they might want to leave a word of encouragement or that, hey, they are going to come down there or anything like that. So.
I'm going to step out of being a facilitator one more time. And what about having just have a flyer, have PR put on our flyers, just information if you want to volunteer. Here, this is their website. This is where to go for more information.
Cool. So, I'm going to restate it. We're going to bring information with us to give to people so that they can get in contact with us, which would include where we are stationed here at Armory Park, internet, telephone, I don't think we have a telephone, Twitter, whatnot. We have a telephone. Yeah, take over. We're gonna occupy the payphone over there. Occupy payphone. We have a point of process.
I think that the PR group is already taking care of flyers.
Great.
With that information.
With that information, so it seems like we've covered that. Moving on. Yeah, I don't think it's an issue anymore. Yeah, we're done so with that. Cool. She has an idea.
Standing over there. He's the guy standing over there. He might not mind if he did it.
So this last year at Christmas, I went down to, what's that neighborhood that always does Christmas lights? Winter Haven. Went to Winter Haven, and this house had this really cool thing set up. It was called the Tree of Wishes, and you just took what you wanted to write inside, and you flipped it around and linked it like a chain, and stapled it together. So maybe we could do like a why you're here tree or anything like that, and then we can take it apart and maybe do an assembly where we're just reading why people are here. Maybe we can get kids to come out and put their kind of thing and stuff like that.
Paging art working group. I think that's an awesome idea, but I think that would fit really well with the art working group, which is in its idea. New working group liaison. All in favor say aye. You're in there. Okay, great. So I think we're done. We're going to open up the mic, and I would like to start. Since I already have the mic. Cheater! Yeah, I'm a cheater, sorry. Oh, one more thing before I...
Sorry guys, the informal midnight meetup, which happens in the middle here, is going to be going on again tonight. Topic for last night, which we never actually got to because we didn't do it, so it's going to be moved to tonight, is random police sirens. No, if you were in complete control of the world for one day, and one day only, what would you do? And it could be a funny topic, it could be a serious topic. It's a cool get to know yourself kind of thing. So it'll be at midnight somewhere on the center tables. Please come on and check us out. It's fun.
That's awesome. I encourage everyone to go. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I would really like to thank everybody for this being the fastest and least contentious GA that we have had out here yet. I thank you guys so much for that.
So, I'm just going to say one thing really quickly. Yeah, this is me on my open mic and feeling powerful in front of a microphone. Yeah, I shared this yesterday, and it's something that's kind of stuck with me for a really long time. And it's just some words of wisdom from this guy called Alan Watts, who was an Eastern philosophy scholar. Cool guy, but I have a question for you all. I'm going to start off with a question for you all that are still sitting around. When you go to a music concert, right? To go to music, do you go to hear the last note? No? No. You don't, right? Because if that was the case, then the best musicians would be the ones who play the fastest, right? Right? Right, and people would go to concerts and just hear one big crashing chord, a bam, you know? But, you know, we don't do that. But we don't see that kind of brought into our everyday lives, right? Because we kind of have a system. Alright, we start off with the kid and with the little guy, come on, kitty, 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 kitty. And we put him in kindergarten, and first grade, second grade, middle school, high school. Then you get into college, and by Jove, you get into graduate school, and then, you know, you're working in some bracket, trying to make that quota. And, you know, that success you're working for, it's coming. It's coming. But you know, one day when you're 48, you're like, oh, by Jove, I've made it. That success I've been working for all of this time, I'm there. But then you realize you don't really feel any different. That, you know, you feel you've kind of been hoodwinked. You've been tricked. You've been duped. And you have. Because it was a musical thing. And you were supposed to dance while the music was being played. Anybody else want to come up and...
All right, everybody. Greg again. I just wanted to point out what I thought about the possibility of getting a permit for this area. Some people have suggested that we might need it, want it, whatever. So, like, it would be $1 million liability, whatever, which isn't that expensive because you can get like $27 a month plus $155 a night or whatever for the permit. But I don't think you need a permit for free speech. So I've been staying here for a lot of nights and getting those tickets because I don't think you need to pay for free speech because we got rid of poll taxes a long time ago. I think it's in that same line of stuff. And then as another issue, I still have my banking at Bank of America. So please come up to me, tell me where I should put my money, what credit union, where I should go. Please. Everyone should come talk to me, tell me where I should put my money right now. Thank you.
Indirect response to you and you. I, up until a week ago, was banking with Wells Fargo and just switched over to Vantage West Credit Union. If you are a student, you get free checking there, and you don't get fees, and it's awesome. And November 5th is Move Your Money Day, or what, Bank Transfer Day, right? And I encourage anyone here who banks with Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi, or Chase to move their banks out of these big corporate banks and into local credit unions on November 5th, because that would be awesome. And if we could do so in solidarity with the people who went and tried to close their accounts at Citi in New York, who were arrested trying to close their bank accounts, that would be awesome if we could go in a group and do that.
Alright, well, since no one else is going to talk, I might as well just talk for the next who knows how long. So, when we're getting citations tonight, apparently last night they didn't do a sweep through the park, and they were discouraged by not many people came up and got their citations. And personally, if a cop doesn't want me to walk up and get a citation, that's his problem. So tonight I'm going to do the same thing and not walk up. I'm still going to stay in the park. I don't care what issues this brings up with the police. So if they want to give me a citation for staying in the park, they need to come up and give it to me. I'm not going to walk up in a line. I did the first 2 nights. I'm done with it. I suggest all of you. There were other recommendations from other people who walk up and get a line because they didn't get many tickets last night. That's their own problem. If they want bad PR from giving us tickets, I suggest we make them.